Have you ever poured a candle, lit it for testing, and thought, wait, this doesn't smell like the fragrance oil at all? I've had that happen more times than I can count, and it used to waste a lot of my time. Because I was testing candles I was never going to like in the first place. If we haven't met before, I am Kimberly Patterson, and I help candle makers turn plain candles into profitable works of art using engraving and sublimation. And over time, I realized something really important about fragrance. What you smell in the bottle is not what you get in the burn. So why is that? Why does the scent change? When a fragrance is in the bottle, it's cold. The notes are compressed and you're not experiencing the full profile. But once heat is applied, everything opens up. Top notes lift, middle notes bloom, and base notes settle in. That's the version your customer actually experiences. This is why when I started testing under a candle lamp first, it was a game changer. Before I even think about wick testing, I put the candle under a candle lamp. This gently warms the wax and activates the fragrance, without flame, without soot, without committing to a full burn test. Within an hour, I know what the fragrance actually smells like when it's alive. Here's where this becomes powerful. If I don't love the fragrance under the lamp, I stop right there. No wick testing, no burn tracking, no wasted time. I move on, and this one decision has saved me hours of testing. Now you're probably asking, can I just use a wax warmer instead of a candle lamp? The answer is no, and here's why. A warmer typically isn't as strong, and because it heats from the bottom up, you don't get the same fragrance profile release you would from a burning candle. A warmer does not heat how a candle performs in real life. A candle lamp heats from the top, just like a flame would. So you're getting a much more accurate representation of how that candle will actually smell when it's burning. That distinction matters. And here's the fun part. I put candle lamps in every room, not just for testing, but because it makes your entire home smell incredible. And at the same time, you're constantly learning your fragrances in a real environment. You start to understand how scent fills space, how strong it is, how it feels. That's valuable. I no longer test everything, because testing is expensive and your time matters. A candle lamp acts like a filter. It helps you eliminate the fragrances that don't meet your standard before you invest in full testing. And that saves you tons of time and money. So before your next wick test, try this one step. Warm your candle under a lamp first. Experience the fragrance the way your customer will. And then decide if it's even worth testing. And if you want to learn more about testing wicks and building candles that actually perform, check out our video on wick testing and our video on wicks. Each goes into greater depth for a great burning candle every time. Make sure you subscribe. It's a free thing to do that helps us reach more candle makers like yourself. If you're serious about candle making, start thinking like a candle artist. If you want to go deeper into candle design, sublimation, engraving, and creating candles that truly stand out, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you're interested in getting my book on sublimation and engraving at cost, the link is in the description. Buyers of my book can explore a free trial that includes one-on-one coaching, a physical monthly newsletter delivered to your front door, and my private community. And if you'd rather buy my candles instead of making them yourself, I've added a link to my Etsy shop below. See you next time on The Candle Artist Way.